Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back to Diksha Vedantu Foundation channel, and today I am going to discuss 30 most important MCQs from your entire syllabus. So if you are currently studying in class 10th and you are wondering that what should we do, our chapter revision, all the questions answers are discussed, then also you might be wondering that maybe my MCQ preparation is not completed, then this video is particularly for you. And welcome to 99% in 99 days. Today is day 59. If you are just joining us for the first time, don't forget to like this video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. We already have completed the entire syllabus of your class 10 syllabus, so you can check that out. Physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, all the chapters are completed. So I am going to do what I am going to do now is top 30 MCQs. So let's look into the chapters one by one. First chapter is light, reflection and refraction. Second chapter is human eye. Third chapter is electricity, and fourth chapter is magnetic effect of electric current. We are going to discuss all the chapters one by one. So first look into the first question. This first few set of questions are from the chapter light, reflection and refraction chapter. So let's look into the first question. While looking at the above diagram, Nalini concluded that the following. Number one, so first of all let us look into the diagram. So this is the diagram given. So there is an object. This is a concave mirror, obviously. So this is the concave mirror because light is traveling from this side to this side, and what is happening afterwards. So let's see. And this is object is located between focus and center of curvature. So these are the important points. The image of the object will be virtual one. So first of all, this is a wrong statement. Why so? Because this is a concave mirror and the object distance is between C and F, so it will not be a virtual image. Virtual image happens in case of concave mirror only when the distance is less than F, right? When the distance is less than F, only in that case we see virtual image. So first point is incorrect. Let's look into the second point. The refracted ray will travel along the same path as the incident ray but in the opposite direction. So in this case, the reflected ray, after traveling, because it is coming along the center of curvature, after falling into the mirror, it will come back to the same path but in the opposite direction. So second statement is the correct statement. Okay, the image of the object will be inverted. Obviously this is a real image, the final image will be real image, so that's why it will be an inverted image. We know that only in case of virtual image we obtain it will be a magnified inverted image from somewhere here, right? So this will be an inverted image, so this is a correct statement. This is a concave mirror and hence the focal length will be negative. Yes, focal length, we know that in our normal case that focal length, we assume that this is x-axis, positive x-axis, this is positive y-axis. So anything along the positive x-axis is positive, anything along the negative x-axis, x dash, it is negative. So this is along the negative x-axis, positive x-axis is along this direction always, right? So F will be negative. So this is also a correct statement, right? Now which of the above statements are correct? So we have found out that number 2, number 3 and number 4, these 3 statements are correct. So 2, 3 and 4 are correct. So option C is the correct answer. Be mindful, be careful about answering such questions because this may be a little difficult for you to match here again the same answer, same logic you have to apply here as well, right? Now next question. It is an assertion and reason based question. So all the different types of questions you will get: image based, text based, okay, assertion, reason based, all the questions we are going to cover in this series. Assertion: parallel incident light is reflected only one direction from smooth surface. So parallel incident light, after reflection they reflect in the same direction, right? This is a correct statement. So assertion is correct statement. Since the angle of incidence and angle of reflection are same, a beam of parallel rays of light falling on a smooth surface is reflected as a beam of parallel light rays in one direction only. Yes, so as you know that since they are parallel, okay, the angle of incidence will be same for all the rays and similarly angle of reflection will be same for all the rays, so they will be reflected back in the same direction. So both assertion and reason are correct, and from the statement reason is a correct explanation of A. So option A is the correct answer for this given case. Right, now next question. Velocity of light in air is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, and velocity of light in a medium is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. What is the refractive index of this medium? Very simple question. So refractive index of a medium, n, whatever your symbol you are using n, you are using mu, okay, but I like to use the symbol m, is basically speed of light in vacuum divided by speed of light in the particular medium. So speed of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 to the power of 8, and speed of light in that particular medium is 1.5 into 10 to the power of 8. So 10 to the power of 8 will cancel, and only we get 3 divided by 1.5, which is nothing but 2. Now let's look into the next question. The refractive index of A is 1.8 and that for B is 2 with respect to air. What is the refractive index of A with respect to B? So very important is that the refractive index of A, NA, is given by 1.8, right, and that of NB is given by 2. Now they have asked you what is the refractive index of A with respect to B. So refractive index of A with respect to B is basically NA by NB. Simple as that, right? So 1.8 divided by 2, that is 0.9. To make you understand that the refractive index can be less than 0 if it is less than 1 if it is a relative refractive index, right? So if it is a relative refractive index, the refractive index can be less than 1, but absolute refractive index cannot be less than 1. That is very important. Next question. Consider these indices of refraction. Glass is 1.5, air is 1.0003, water is 1.333. Based on the refractive indices of the three materials, arrange the speed of light through them in decreasing order. So decreasing order is very important. So decreasing order means whoever has the lowest should have the first, right? Whoever is the lowest, that should have the last, right? First should have the highest speed. So as you can see, speed, whoever has the lowest refractive index, they will have the highest speed of light. So lowest is the refractive index, highest is the speed of light. So in this case, air has a refractive index of 1. That means speed of light in air will be highest. So let's see. So speed of light in water, speed of light in glass, speed of light in glass. Only one case they have given speed of light in air is greater than speed of light in water is greater than speed of light in glass. So first option is correct, is only one case, and if you check the other two cases also, this is perfectly fitting. So air will have the highest speed of light, water is between glass and air, so it will have the medium second highest speed, and glass having the highest refractive index will have the lowest speed. Okay, higher the speed of light in a medium, lower its is refractive index. Now next question. Assertion reason, again another assertion reason question. Refractive index of glass with respect to air is different for red light and violet light. Okay, refractive index of glass is different, obviously. Refractive index of a pair of media depends on the wavelength of light used. Also correct, and it is actually correct explanation, because obviously we know that red and violet have different wavelengths. So because red and violet have different wavelength, okay, they should definitely have different refractive index. Okay, both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. Okay, so this is the correct question. Next question, number 7. Which of the following mirror is used by a dentist to examine a small cavity in patient's teeth. So if you have visited any dentist, they will examine your teeth using a special type of mirror, which is a concave mirror. Okay, why concave mirror? Because concave mirror can magnify the images and it can also reflect. Okay, why not lens, convex lens? Because convex lens is a you cannot use convex lens to see behind your teeth. To see anything behind your teeth, it has to be a mirror, right, so that it can reflect the light. But if you are watching anything in front of your teeth, convex lens can be used as well. So doctors have convex lens as well as convex mirror also, concave mirror also. Okay, concave mirror, if the distance is less than focal length, it produces magnified image, right? So that's why concave mirror is used. Next question, question number 8. If a ray passes from air to glass in a spherical glass slab and passes through the center of the slab without deviation, then the angle of incidence from the air to glass at the point of the glass slab is definitely 0. Passing through the center of the glass without any deviation means it is actually a normal incidence. Normal incidence means, suppose this is a spherical glass slab, this is the center, and if the ray of light is falling normally, that is angle of incidence is 0. Normal incidence means angle of incidence is 0. Okay, very careful. Normal incidence does not mean angle of incidence is 90 degree. Okay, normal incidence means it is falling normally along the normal. So along the normal means we measure the angle with respect to normal, right? So that's why the angle of incidence should be equals to 0. Clear? Now if you are also not clear about your future and you are deciding, you are not yet decided what to do in your future, you are very confused, then worry not. Diksha is presenting Diksha Scholastic Aptitude Test, okay, which is actually a 1-hour lecture. Okay, after the lecture is over, there any doubt you have regarding the lecture, the doubt clearing session will happen. Once everything is done, based on the topic of that lecture, there will be an aptitude test. Once the aptitude test is over, then based on the result of the aptitude test, a counselor will guide you what is best for you. Maybe you are thinking right now, I am useless. Your parents are confused, parents are also worried, and you are thinking I am useless, I am not good at all in studies. So what you can do, you can attempt this DSAT or Diksha Scholastic Aptitude Test, and after the test, the counseling is absolutely free. You will be told what is best suited for you, whether you should prepare for to become a doctor in future, or you should prepare for to become a engineer in future. So everything will be told to you, and for that you have to fill up this form. The link of this form is given in the description below. And let's continue with our next chapter, Human Eye. Now moving on to the question number 9, which is from the chapter Human Eye. So from now on, next few questions will be from the chapter Human Eye. Let's see the question. Which of the following phenomena of light are involved in the formation of a rainbow? So what are the following options? Reflection, refraction and dispersion. Reflection, dispersion and total internal reflection. Refraction, dispersion and internal reflection. Dispersion, scattering and total internal reflection. So basically it is refraction, dispersion and total internal reflection. So if you remember the diagram, first is that there is a raindrop, the light rays are traveling, and there is a diffraction happening when light ray is traveling from air to water, and then there is a dispersion also happening because light rays are splitting into 7 colors, and from the other surface of the raindrop there is a total internal reflection happening. Again there is a refraction happening at this boundary, so this is also a refraction involved here as well. So refraction, dispersion and total internal reflection, these are the 3 points. So option B is the correct answer in this case. Next question, let's move on to the next question. At noon, sun appears white as light is least scattered. All the colors of the white light are scattered away. Blue color is scattered at the most. Red color is scattered the most. So why the sun appears white? Because all the rays are coming towards our eye. Okay, white always means 7 colors, so there is a least amount of scattering. So that means light is scattered least because it is falling perpendicular So perpendicular means normal incidence. Normal incidence means scattering is very, very less. So scattering depends on the angle of incidence. So more the angle of incidence, more chances of scattering. And when light is falling directly above our head, at that point of time the incidence is normal incidence, so incident angle is 0, so scattering is least. Right? Now next question, a student sitting on the last bench can read the letters written on the blackboard but is not able to read the letters written in the textbook. Which of the following statement is correct? So that means he is suffering from, he can see the distant object clearly, so nearsightedness is okay, but he cannot see closer objects correctly, that means farsightedness is not correct. So near point is of his eye has receded away. Okay, so this is the correct answer. The near point of his eyes has come closer to him. No, that is not possible. The far point is okay, so far point is still fine, but the near point of his eyes has receded away, that's why he is not able to read closer objects. If it is closer to him, that means he could have read more close to his eye than normal people, which is not the case, right? So near point of his eye has receded away, that's why he is not able to read closer objects clearly. Next question, a prism ABC with BC as base is placed in the different orientation. So what are the orientations? So if you can see, there are 3 different orientations. A narrow beam of white light is incident on the prism as shown in the figure below. In which of the following cases after the dispersion the third color from the top corresponds to the color of the sky? So what is the color of the sky? Color of the sky is blue. Okay, now what is the normal order? Normal order for this kind of incidence, we know that the red color refracts the less, scatters the less, so it will be first color. Okay, second will be orange, like that, and we will get the violet color at the end. Okay, so we will get what colors we will get? We will get VIB or in the order V I B G Y O R. So this will be the order, right? From this case we will get blue from the 1 2 3 4 5 fifth, on the order of fifth, right? And only if you are considering this diagram, you will see that as usual the red will be scattered the least, so it will be the first color to come out, and violet will scatter the most. It will go like this and it will go in this direction. So from this case, if the prism is inverted, then you will get VIB in this order, right? So third color from the top will be blue, that is the color of the sky. So correct answer is option 2 in this case. So you have to choose option B, so which is this. Very interesting, very unanswerable question, but you have to think. Okay, this is a little bit higher order thinking skill question. We say HOTS question, so that's why it is not super easy, but you can answer this question. Next question is question number 13, another assertion and reason based question, right? The danger signals installed at our top of tall buildings are red in color. Always any danger signal, maybe the top of the building, maybe the traffic signal, so always the danger sign is red in color. What is the reason? Red light can easily be seen from a distance because among all the colors the red light scatters the most. So this statement, the only thing that this most makes it incorrect. So reason is incorrect, only assertion is correct. So assertion is true but reason is false. If instead of most, if it is least, okay, then this is not only correct, this is also the correct explanation for assertion. So very, very careful. Instead of least, if they say instead of most, if they give the same question saying that because red light scatters the least, in that case not only the reason is correct, it is also a correct explanation for the assertion. Why? Because red light scatters the least, that's why it is visible from a long distance. That's why danger signals are always red in color. Now question number 14. The clear sky appears blue. When you see a clear sky, it appears blue because blue light gets absorbed in the atmosphere. No, ultraviolet radiations are absorbed in the atmosphere. Ultraviolet ray nothing to do with the blue light. violet and blue light get scattered more than light of all other colors by the atmosphere. So this is the correct answer. I will explain in a while. Light of all other colors is scattered more than that of the violet and blue color light by the atmosphere. So suppose this is the sky, light ray is falling, okay, most color will go straight, but blue and violet, they will come down like this, and you are standing here and you will observe only the blue and violet color, and you will see sky is blue. Okay, that is why the sky appears blue, because blue and violet color, they scatters the most, whereas most other colors, yellow, orange, green, they are scattered less than compared to blue and violet. Now violet has a very less component in the white light, that's why the sky is not violet. It could have been violet if the presence of violet in white was higher, then sky could have been violet, but blue is more prominent and the percentage of blue light in the sky is more compared to violet. That's why in fact violet and indigo, sometimes we attribute the color of the sky as indigo because it is very close. Violet and indigo are very close to each other. Sorry, not violet and indigo. Blue and indigo are very close to each other. That's why they sometimes are interchanged. We say color of the sky is indigo, right? But it is blue or bluish indigo, whatever you might say. There is not much difference between indigo and blue. Now question number 15, the near point and the far point are determined with the regards of the function of the which part of the eye. So which part determines that whether the near point is close or near point is far, or far point is close or far point is closer than infinity. So that is actually ciliary muscles. Okay, ciliary muscles determine whether the far point is far point and close point. Everything is controlled by ciliary muscles. Okay, it is not the pupil, it is not the eyeball, it is not the retina. It is the ciliary muscle. Ciliary muscle can adjust the focal length of your eye lens, and based on the focal length you can see what is your near point, what is your far point, right? So ciliary muscle is the correct answer, not the retina. Next question. Okay, now we have completed human eye chapter. We have moved to electricity chapter, right? So now let's see first question. A cell, a resistor, a key and ammeter are arranged as shown in the given circuit. The current recorded in the ammeter will be, so let's see which case it will be maximum. So if you see that all the batteries are same, all the resistances are same, okay, all the circuits are completed, and all the ammeters are same. So in this case, no matter how they are arranged, okay, because everything is same, it does not matter on the arrangement of the circuit, it only matters on the component of the circuit. Okay, if everything is same, then the same in all the cases, because they are same in all cases, it does not matter how they are arranged. Okay, ammeter is correctly connected in all the cases. You have to see that negative is connected. Okay, in this case negative is connected, in this case also negative is connected. So correct orientation has to be there. If the ammeter is connected in the opposite orientation, maybe you will not get any measurement, current will not flow, because ammeter has some ammeters have a particular arrangement to function. If it is not connected in a particular arrangement, then ammeter will not function properly. Okay, but in this case everything is connected. The question, obviously that level of difficult questions will not come in your class, but you have to check once that if everything is correct or not. Next question, number 17, another assertion and reason based question. Electrons move from lower potential to higher potential in a conductor. Okay, a dry cell maintains electric potential difference across the end of a conductor. Okay, electrons move from lower potential to higher potential, definitely yes. Current flows from higher potential to lower potential, and electron moves in the opposite direction of that of the current. So that means electrons move from lower potential to higher potential. So first assertion is correct. Second is, a dry cell maintains electric potential difference across the ends of a conductor. This is also a correct statement, but there is no relationship between assertion and reason. They are independently correct statement. So we can say both assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Okay, so option B is correct in this case. Now next question. Study the IV graph for 3 resistors of the 3 samples in nichrome wire with the resistances R1, R2 and R3 respectively. Which of the following is true? So we have 3 resistances R1, R2, R3, and you have to find which of the resistance is higher, which of the resistance is lower. Now the smart thing is that definitely all the resistances are not equal. If they are equal, they would have all been on the same line. If all of them are on the same line, then you could have said that okay, the resistances are equal, but resistances are not equal. So and one more thing is that the choice is between R1 and R3. One of them will be higher, one of them will be lower, right? R2 will be between the R1 and R3. Okay, so obviously from this arrangement you can say D is incorrect, A is incorrect. Between R1 and R3 is the choice. So it is like playing KBC with a 50-50 choice at the beginning of the question paper, right? So it's a KBC and automatically 50-50 is applied to the question. Right, so R2 will be somewhere in the middle. So if you see in both the cases, R2 is in the middle and R1, R3 at the other two ends. So we have to find which case it is more. So what is the formula to find the resistance? The formula to find the resistance is Ohm's law, that is V equals to IR, right? Or R equals to V by I. Right, so R equals to V by I. Now if I can somehow fix this I to be constant, if we can somehow make this I to be constant, then whoever has the higher voltage or higher potential will have higher resistance, right? If I make, suppose I equals to 1, if I make I equals to 1 in this case, then R will be equals to V. That means higher voltage will have higher resistance, right? So suppose in this graph I am choosing this point to be I equals to 1. This point is I equals to 1. I am choosing it. Okay. Now what I have to do, I have to draw a parallel line along of the x-axis. Right. So this will represent I is equal to 1 line. Now we have to check which one will have the higher voltage. So you can see this one will have a voltage, say V1, V3. This one will have a voltage of V1 and this one will have a voltage of V2. Right? If you remember the graphs, that's how we draw the graphs. So now tell me which one is greater, V1, V2 or V3. From the graph definitely we can see that V3 is higher compared to V1. V2 is obviously in between. That was my obvious guess, right? So V3 is higher. That means R3 definitely is the highest resistance. R3 will be higher than all other resistances. So from here we can say that R3 is greater than R2 and it is greater than R1. R1 is the lowest resistance. So option C is our correct choice, not option B. So option C is our correct choice. Now let's move on to the next question. The resistivity does not change if the material is changed, the temperature is changed, the shape of the resistor is changed, both material and temperature are changed. So resistivity of a material depends on two factors. First of all, material, secondly temperature. Okay, material and temperature are the two factors on which the resistivity depends. Okay, it is independent of the shape of the resistor. So it is independent of shape of the resistor, so it will not change if we change the shape. So does not matter whether the wire is cylindrical or wire is cubical, okay, or the wire is any other random shape, okay, any other random shape. It does not matter. It only matters whether you are using a copper wire or aluminum wire or iron wire, okay, or you are using at room temperature or a very cold temperature or very high temperature. Based on these two factors only it changes. It is independent on the shape of the conductor, right? Next question, question number 20. A cylindrical conductor of length L and uniform area of cross section A has resistance R. Another conductor of length 2L and resistance R of the same material has an area of cross section So we know that resistance is basically given by rho L by A. Rho is the resistivity of the material, right? We already know this formula. So first case, L is given, A is given, so R is determined by this formula. Now the second case, this is case 1. Now let's see case 2. Case 2, let's see, it is R dash. Okay, R dash. So R dash is rho, length is given 2L. Okay, and its area we do not know, say A dash. Now it is said that the another conductor of length 2L has the same resistance R. So that means R dash is actually equals to R. R dash is actually equals to R because both of them has the same resistance. Now let's put the values. So R dash equals to R. What is R dash? R dash is rho into 2L by A dash. That is equals to rho L by A, right? Now rho, same material, that means same rho cancels, L cancels. Now we are trying to find A dash. Let's do the cross multiplication. Okay, what if nothing is there, that means 1 is still there, no zeros, right? So now 2A equals to A dash, or A dash equals to 2A. So this is the answer. So 2A is the correct answer. So simple mathematical problem. If you put the formulas, calculate it correctly, you will know the answer. Next question. The commercial unit of electrical energy. So I have discussed it multiple times. The commercial energy, unit of commercial energy is kilowatt hour. Okay. In fact, watt is not unit of energy at all. It is a unit of power, right? Watt, kilowatt hour is a unit of energy. You can convert it into joules, but for domestic power consumption, kilowatt hour is used, right? Now next question. Which of the materials would you advise using in the heater elements of a electric heating device? Copper, nichrome, aluminium, silver. So nichrome has a very high melting point, also very high resistivity, so it can heat up to a very high temperature and still will not melt. That's why nichrome wires are used to heat, used as a heating element in an electric heater, immersion heater. Most of these cases nichrome wires are used. Now next question. When a 4-volt battery is connected across an unknown resistor, there is a current of 100 milliampere in the circuit. The value of the resistance, value of the resistor is. So first of all, what is given? Voltage is given 4 volt. Current is given 100 milliampere, right? So voltage is given, current is given, and they asked you to find what is the resistance. Okay, now we know that resistance is V by I. We have seen that in a problem, two problems back, right? V is equal to IR, or R is equal to V by I. Now remember that the trick is in this question, this is not super simple, because 100 milliampere is not a actual unit. You have to convert it into ampere. How to convert? The same way that you convert from millimeter to meter. Okay, so everything is same. So you can either multiply with 10 to the power of minus 3 if you are comfortable with this, or the older way, the easier way for your class. When you go to higher class, definitely 10 to the power minus 3 is the way to solve. Okay, but in your class maybe you are not comfortable with 10 to the power of minus 3. So what you will do, you will divide by 1000. Okay, milli means division by 1000. So you will have to divide it, right? So you will get 0.1. So current is 0.1 ampere, right? So what is the resistance? Resistance is V by I. So V is 4 volt and I is 0.1. So this 0.1 will go up and it will become 40 ohm. Okay, so 40 ohm is the correct answer. Now next question. Next question is from, I think the chapter name is incorrect. It will be magnetic effect of electric current. Okay, it will be magnetic effect of electric current, not electricity chapter. The magnetic field inside a long straight current carrying solenoid is 0 decreases as we move towards the end, increases as we move towards its end. It is same at all point. It is same at the same at all point except at the ends. Okay, magnetic field inside a solenoid is same except at the ends. Okay, there is something called end effect happens at the end, otherwise it is constant throughout the solenoid. Next question. The correct pattern of magnetic field in lines of the field produced by a current carrying circular loop. So we have discussed this is the correct correct diagram. Why this is not correct diagram? Because inside this, if you see clearly, okay, there is a overlapping of the lines. Okay, this line and these three lines are overlapping, which is not possible. Magnetic field lines can never overlap. In this case they have not given these circular lines here, and in this case they have not given the central lines here. Okay, so in these two you can again 50-50 KBC 50-50, so you can just ignore this. Only this one is the correct answer. Now question number 26, another assertion and reason based question. Current carrying straight conductor experiences a force when placed perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Okay, the net charge on a current carrying conductor is always 0. Now if you see, a current carrying straight conductor experiences a force when placed perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. Yes, it is correct, but the reason the net charge on the current carrying conductor is always 0, net charge is 0, but this is not the explanation. Okay, net charge at any instant, obviously it is 0, only the potential difference that creates the current. Okay, you will in higher classes you will learn that electric field is responsible for the electrons to move, and net charge still remains 0. So both assertion and reason are correct, but reason has nothing to do with the assertion, right? So option B is the correct answer. Choose the incorrect statement from the following regarding magnetic lines of field. Again, magnetic field lines related question. The direction of magnetic field at a point is taken to be direction in which the north pole of a magnetic compass needle points. Okay, the magnetic field lines are closed curves. Okay, what is the question? Incorrect statement. Okay, so that's why I am thinking that both of them are correct statement. This is the correct statement, this is also a correct statement. If a magnetic field lines are parallel and equidistant, they represent zero field strength. So this is not correct. This statement is not correct. If the magnetic field lines are parallel, they represent constant magnetic field, not zero magnetic field. Question number D, option number D, relative strength of magnetic field is shown by the degree of closeness of field lines. This is also correct. Closer the field lines, that means stronger is the magnetic field. So if you see this kind of diagram, that means magnetic field is very strong here, very strong, but here it is weak. Okay, so less dense means weak, more dense means very strong. So obviously this is also correct statement, but in between this statement C is incorrect. So either you can do odd man out, or you know that okay, this is incorrect statement, you can mark it as the correct answer for this question. Now if the key in the arrangement is inserted, circuit is made closed. So first this case, circuit is closed here. Okay, you have inserted the key. Okay, and magnetic field lines are drawn over the horizontal plane ABCD. The lines are concentric circles, elliptical in shape, straight lines parallel to each other, concentric circles near the point O, but of elliptical shapes as we go away from it. Okay, so in this case, as you know, this is a straight wire carrying current, so electric field lines will be concentric circles. Okay, concentric circles will be the correct answer. Next question. The most important safety method used for protecting home appliances from short circuiting or overloading is, we know everything, is use of fuse. Fuse is the device which is used to protect us from overloading, overheating or overcurrent. So everything is done by fuse. Fuse is a very useful tool which burns itself to save our devices, right? So it's a self-sacrificing device. Now question number 30, the strength of magnetic field line inside a long current carrying straight solenoid is same at all points. We already know this answer. Okay, this is the question, last question from this question answer session, and I hope you liked this session. It helps you to score more in your upcoming final exam. And if you have any doubts, any question, don't forget to mention that in the comment below. And if you have any doubts regarding your future, then worry not. Diksha is presenting this DSAT, which is Diksha Scholastic Aptitude Test, which based on three distinct part. First part is a concept based lecture. Okay, the teacher, there will be a teacher, classroom teacher, he will teach you some concept. Okay, whenever the concept is taught, then after the class is over, you might have a lot of doubts. Okay, what is this, why it is like that, why it is not that? So you have to ask all those questions, clear your doubt. Okay, once this doubt clarification session and the lecture is over, based on the topic of the lecture, there will be an aptitude test, different levels of test. Okay, higher order thinking skill questions, easier questions, remembering based question, application based questions. So which of the questions you are able to answer the most and accurately, based on that test result, there will be a counselor, he or she will guide you what is best future for you. Okay, whether you suited for science or commerce or arts, so they will guide you. Okay, you are not suited for science, you may be better prepared if you are preparing for commerce, or maybe you have a hidden talent, you don't know about it, so the teacher will tell you, okay, don't worry, if you prepare for NEET exam and take admission to be a doctor, then you can become a very good doctor. So those hidden talents, those things that even you are not sure of, that can come out if you attempt the Diksha Scholastic Aptitude Test. You have to fill up this form, and the link of this form is given in the description below. I wish all the best if you are appearing for DSAT. Right, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. I'll be back with a surprise next week. Till then, bye.